Welcome guys, on today's tutorial we'll be creating an easy peasy 1, 2, 3 beautiful treat box. So if this is your first time to my channel, please consider hitting the subscribe button down below as well as the bell icon so you could be notified when I upload my latest videos. And if you're returning, welcome back. Welcome guys to my creative corner. This is Odette. Thank you guys for tuning in, where I create projects using stamps, inks, papers, mixed media, and a whole lot of embellishments. On today's projects, we'll be creating this beautiful treat box. So let's get started. So what we're gonna need to create our project today is a 6x6 piece of paper. And this is a designer series paper or printed paper. And this paper is by Stampin' Up! And it has design on both sides. With this treat box, you could make a variety of sizes, but we're gonna start out with our 6x6 paper. So I'll be using the striped sides today. So we're gonna be putting this in the shape of a tube. So I'm just gonna take my bone folder and give it a little curve. With the stripes, I want them running horizontal, not vertical. So you wanna keep that in mind. So what we're gonna do is take some glue, or you could use your tape runner, and you want to have, the two spots that you're gonna put your glue or your tape runner is right here, your adhesive, and here. So I'm gonna be using some wet glue. So I'm just gonna start out with putting my glue here first off, because it could be a little messy. But if you're gonna use your tape runner, you could put it right there and here. So it's gonna be like an L shape. So I'm going to put a scrap piece of paper down to protect my surface area. I'm going to get my wet glue, and I am going to add some glue just along this side here. And we're going to go ahead and roll that up and glue that one side to this side. And I am going to take my bone folder to help me just smooth those edges together, stick those edges together. I'm going to run it along the inside here. Alright, so next what I'm going to do is just run a bead of glue just along one of the bottom, the edges, just 1/2. And we're going to go ahead and squeeze that down. And just hold that down for a minute or two to make sure it sticks well. So that's glued in well. So now along where our edges meet, we're going to go ahead and squeeze in that side. Go opposite than what you folded the bottom here. You're going to pinch this side right up here where your edges connect there, and you're going to pinch it down about 1 inch down, and that's going to help the mechanism of self-closing there. And if you have one of those crimping machine, you could crimp it here too. That's going to help with the closing too as well. It's going to give it a design there to the top. So that's it, and then you just close it like that. So now what we're going to go ahead and do is design the top. So I am going to take some ribbon and this is a beautiful reverse ribbon. They have 2 tones of green on there. If you're interested in any of the project that I used today, I'm going to list it in the description down below. So we're going to take over our ribbon, and I'm just going to add a little tape runner to the top to help my ribbon to stick. And I would recommend, if you're gonna add any adhesive to help your ribbon stick down, don't use the liquid glue because it's gonna give it a look like a water stain on your ribbon. So I would use like glue dots or tape runner. So once we have our banner there, I'm going to go ahead and just tie a bow. Creating your bow while the ribbon is still on the roll helps you to save on waste. So now with my edges there, we're going to hide that with our bow that we created. And I am going to add a liquid glue plus glue dots to the back of that bow. And if you have hot glue, that would work even better to keep your bow on there. And then I'll just hold that down a couple minutes so it could stick well. So now I'm going to create a tag for the treat box. I'm going to get a scrap piece of white paper. And then I am going to be using the Forever Fern stamp set. So I'm going to be using this stamp set. I'm going to use this sentiment right here, to a friend that makes me smile, as well as these little speckles. And I'm going to be stamping that in 2 different shades of green. So the shade of green that Stampin' Up! Has is just jade. So I'm going to stamp the wording in that. And then I'm going to stamp the little speckles in the lighter shade of green, which is Coastal Cabana. And I just inked it up once. All right. So you have lighter colors of speckles. So I'm going to go ahead and take a circular punch, and this is 1 3/4. And I'm going to go ahead and punch that out. I'm just going to add a dab of glue, liquid glue, just here to the top. And I'm going to stick that on just right underneath that bow. I'm just going to hold it down for a few minutes so it could stick well. Just gonna trim my bows just a little shorter. And there you have it, easy peasy 1 2 3 treat box. And then you just take your treat box, you pop it open here, and you fill it up with candy. If this tutorial brought you creative value, please hit the like button, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button as well as the bell icon so you could be notified of when I upload my latest video. Thank you guys for tuning in. Until next time, this is Claudette.